We are a river city, a bold city, the First Coast, a place to create and to belong. Here, the sun shines a little brighter, and so do the people. We share a love for our region, a pride for JAX, and a passion for the beautiful game, dedicated to giving everyone a sporting chance. Together, we will elevate soccer and sport in our community by lifting every voice. We are Sporting Club Jacksonville. We are Sporting JAX.
Hello and welcome into the Sporting JAX Report. I'm Cole Pepper. Emerson Burris will be along shortly. Coming up, we look ahead to today's massive top-of-the-table meeting between Sporting JAX and Lexington SC in the Gainbridge Super League. We'll also size up tonight's first match of the Prinx Tires USL Cup for Sporting JAX. On the men's side, we'll meet defender Harvey Neville and introduce you to a local teenager who's been signed to an academy contract. But let's start with the women making their longest road trip of the season as the crow flies. It's over 2,200 miles from Jacksonville to Spokane. Sporting JAX had taken 4 points from the previous two meetings against Spokane Zephyr, both in Jacksonville. This time, they would play away. To the inland northwest we go, and one Spokane Stadium. And Spokane striking first. 12th minute, Tori Zierenberg from a long way out curls one that Caitlin Parks can do nothing with. 1-0. Spokane takes the lead, but as we have seen so many times, Sporting JAX fought back. Bailey DeSmit bodying up in the corner, makes the turn and gets into the box, feeds it through, and it is Sophia Bowman scoring again. She's been on a goal-scoring roll. It's 1-1. Take another look. Nifty move by DeSmit. Boy, the Sporting JAX attack when it is working is something to behold. It was 1-1 at halftime. Second half, look at this. Into the box, and Caitlin Parks called for the foul in the box. It's a PK. Emma Jaskinek saved by Parks, but Jaskinek gets it back and puts it away. 69th minute, it's 2-1 Spokane, and that would be the final. Zephyr with the victory. Here are the numbers from Sunday's game. Look at all the shots for Sporting JAX. They outshot Spokane 21-12, outshot them in terms of being on target 6-3, had the best of possession. They just didn't find the net often enough. It's a rarity of late, also a rarity. First time since October that Sporting JAX has surrendered more than one goal in a match. There is a lot still to play for as Sporting JAX still sits atop the table. Let's take a look at the standings. Boy, what a playoff race we have. Sporting JAX trying to close in on the number one overall seed. Top two seeds get home games in the playoffs. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But look at this battle as we take a look at the Gainbridge Super League standings presented by Price.com. 4, 5, and 6. DC Power, Dallas Trinity, Spokane Zephyr, all within 3 points of one another. And I should point out that Spokane has all of their remaining 4 games at home. So we'll see how it all plays out. Here are the playoff scenarios for Sporting JAX to clinch a home game in the postseason. Today, a win plus a Carolina Ascent loss or draw at Tampa would clinch the home playoff game as well. For all intents and purposes with the goal differential, a Sporting JAX draw and a Carolina loss at Tampa would clinch it as well, but that won't be finalized until we get to the end of the season. So much to do. A win today would go a long way to making it a reality.
I think we need to approach this game just like we approach every other one. Like, how can we get the 3 points? How can we play the best we possibly can? I think that this is definitely a really competitive group, and we don't like to lose. And when we do lose, like, we have a little chip on our shoulder. So the next game we go into, we like to turn the result around. Like, especially me, like, I hate letting a loss sit on me for the week. So I definitely want to go into the next game with a win.
I think coming off of our last result, we have extra, fire under us, and we're obviously looking forward to this weekend, and we're going to bring everything we have, and training this week is going to be good for us too.
Didn't like the first time that we played them, liked the second time that we played them. We've got to remember those moments of what it took to beat them last time, but also the threat that they pose as well. obviously they're a quality team that we've got to respect. You know, we know what's at stake as well. It will close the gap if they get points on us, which adds a bit of pressure towards the end of the season, because at the end of the day, we're still trying to maintain that top spot. But yeah, I mean, we're going to approach it like every other game. Our preparations are the same.
All right, we now welcome in Becky Burley. Becky, it's the first loss for Sporting JAX in 8 games. Not to panic here, but what do they have to do to bounce back?
Yeah, it's definitely making for an exciting end to the season in terms of the league, and for viewership, that's a good thing. But I'm with you. I don't think you take one loss. You don't dismiss it for sure, but you don't take one loss and make it bigger than it is. And I think in any outcome, whether it's a win or a loss, there's going to be positive things in the process and there's going to be negative things in the process. And if you take it like that, to where you're looking at both of those things in every outcome, then you stay right on track.
Becky, some have called this game the biggest regular season game in league history. Number 1 against number 2. What are you expecting this afternoon?
You know, it's interesting because in the end, it's a regular season game, and I get the implications of it. I think the good thing for Sporting JAX is they're going to be really focused after the loss to Spokane. They're going to be getting pieces back, like Georgia, who was missing in the Spokane match, to just kind of create the stability that they've had. So for me, I wouldn't look at it so much as a big match, although I understand why the fans would. I would just look at it as, you know, this is going to feel like a playoff-like atmosphere. This is a brand new team. Let's see how we deal with that type of an atmosphere.
Do you think we'll see more teams try to take from what Spokane did against Sporting JAX, or was that kind of just more of a one-off occurrence?
That's a really interesting question, because I think if I'm an opposing coach, I'm taking all the data points I can to figure out, okay, what is working against Sporting JAX? Because it hasn't been much. And so trying to find any piece to lean on in terms of what could work. So for sure, I would be checking out that match. I do think also, though, that you have to factor in travel. You have to factor in some missing pieces. You have to factor in, like, not only missing pieces, but how that domino effect happens when you put other people in those places. So is it, you know, a recipe? I'm not sure about that, but I think it's definitely something to pay attention to.
Becky, thank you. The Sporting JAX women are making a push to the playoffs, and you can be a part of it. The Push to the Playoffs bundle includes tickets to the 2 remaining home games, including this afternoon against Lexington SC at 2 p.m. Be a part of history and cheer the women on to postseason. Get your pack today by calling 904-863-KICK or by logging on to sportingjax.com. Now to the men who continue to chase the first win of the season. Head coach Liam Fox has made some tactical changes over the past 3 games that have resulted in some close calls. But back-to-back 1-0 losses to Tampa Bay and Detroit left Sporting JAX still in search of a victory as they headed to one of the toughest places to play at Louisville City. To the Bluegrass State we go, and more than 11,000 announced attendance. And they saw Christian Oliveras, the Sporting JAX goalkeeper, put on a clinic in this one. First save in the opening 10 minutes here, and this was just the earliest of indicators that Oliveras was going to have a big day. Once again, 22nd minute, Oliveras there with a diving stop. He was just a brick wall, frustrating the Lou City attackers all game long. Nearing the half-hour mark, still 0-0, and a shot from outside. It was headed for the net. Oliveras there to cover it as well. 0-0 at halftime. Now second half. Again, another Lou City opportunity, and a ball that pinged around into the box. Oliveras there. Ball got past him this side, but Harvey Neville with a great save, saving it off the line. Remained 0-0. 57th minute now, and again, Lou City on the attack. This is one of the most dangerous teams in the league. Another ball headed across, and again, gloved by Christian Oliveras. He continues to be outstanding. 62nd minute, another opportunity, and Neville again there, defending from behind on the slide tackle. It remained 0-0. A couple of great plays by Harvey Neville in this game. Into stoppage time. 96th minute. Sporting JAX lost to Tampa Bay late, and now even later against Lou City, it's Jansen Wilson who gets the game winner. All that work defending, and Wilson changes the outcome with one swing of his leg. 1-0 the final. Lou City with the victory over Sporting JAX. Here are the numbers. You see the possession and all the shots by Lou City. 7 on target, 6 of them saved by Christian Oliveras. Couldn't stop the last one. Sporting JAX has been committing a lot to the defense, particularly against these high-powered teams at the top of the table. Only 2 shots, none on target for Sporting JAX. They've been so close to getting that result. We'll see if things change today against Miami FC.
I think we go in every game, as our cup final. We go every game trying to compete, trying to win. So, we take every game at a time and view every game the same, trying to win every game.
I don't think it will. I think our coaching staff is very mature in that sense. They know cup game. I know we're not in the Open Cup, but even if we were in the Open Cup, Championship League games, it's all the same for us. We want to win. We're going to play a strong lineup. Everyone's got to be ready for that game. We want to win just to get our league back on track. A win in the cup might get our league back on track. So, we're just going to keep on going. And no, it doesn't change at all. The mentality doesn't change.
Good stuff. All right, we now welcome in Corey Herzog. Corey, tonight's game is a cup game. Is it different when you play in cup competition?
Yeah, because it's kind of like a clean slate. Everybody starts at 0-0. It could bring life into the season. If they can get this win against Miami, it'll go a long way, not in just the cup, but also their season.
All right, let's take a look at the table. The thing that strikes me when I look at the USL Championship Eastern Conference standings, here's who Sporting JAX has played. First place, Louisville. Second place, Tampa. Third place, Detroit. Fifth place, Pittsburgh. Sixth place, Hartford. And they're going to play Charleston very soon and Indy very soon. The top of the table is what Sporting JAX has been thrown at them here to start the season. You get a result in the league and suddenly you're right back in contention. But boy, it's not going to get any harder than what Sporting JAX has already faced. Western Conference, Orange County and San Antonio sit atop with 15 points. El Paso right there as well. And still very early on. Playoffs don't come up until October, November. We'll be keeping an eye on the standings for both. The men are back home tonight for the last time in a month as they open the Prinx Tires USL Cup against Miami FC. Tickets available by calling 904-863-KICK or by visiting sportingjax.com. And prorated season tickets are on sale for the men's team. You get the rest of the games in the USL Championship. Plus, if you order before tonight's game, at least 2 games in the Prinx Tires USL Cup, could be more. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjax.com to get your prorated USL Championship men's season tickets today. Coming up, his strong soccer bloodlines aren't the only notable thing about Harvey Neville. How the versatile defender is already making an impact in his first season with the club. That's next as the Sporting JAX report rolls on. Every game of the Gainbridge Super League can be seen streaming on Peacock. Home games can be seen on Channel 4, CW17, or right here on the stations of First Coast News. And all games in the USL Championship can be seen streaming on ESPN Plus or CBS Golazo, or nationally broadcast on CBS, CBS Sports Network, and ESPN2. All Sporting JAX home games can be seen on Channel 4 or CW17. It's time now for our Ascension St. Vincent's player feature. This week, Emerson Burris, you have visited with Harvey Neville, who's already made his mark on several games in his USL Championship debut.
Well, the last name Neville carries plenty of history in the world of soccer, but for Harvey Neville, this season is about writing his own story in Jacksonville. Here's more on one of Sporting JAX's defenders.
The Neville name carries weight in the soccer world. His father, Phil Neville, a 6-time Premier League champion with Manchester United, and now an MLS coach.
My dad is my idol. That's who I wanted to be, who I still want to be. I modeled myself off him growing up, follow every single thing he did. I would train with him even after he retired. Everything he did, I want to do as well.
But for Harvey Neville, the focus isn't on the name. It's about building his own story.
Live to play. I love being in Florida. I love playing for Sporting JAX, and I just hope we can deliver on the field.
And that showed this past weekend, coming up with key stops on the defensive end, even in a tough result.
Who chips the goalkeeper and cleared off the line by Harvey Neville.
Well done, Harvey Neville. It's just great covering there from Harvey Neville.
Tough result for us, but the team, I feel like we've been making small improvements defensively. We just have to do that for the full 95 minutes.
Off the field, he's settling into life in Northeast Florida.
I go to the beach all the time. I collect vinyls. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just basic stuff. Try new restaurants, try new coffee shops. I'm trying to explore a little bit.
But on the pitch, the focus hasn't changed. After stops with Manchester United, Inter Miami, and Portland, Neville chose Jacksonville as the next step in his career, drawn to a club that showed belief in him from the start.
I just got a great vibe, and I thought might as well go somewhere where they really want me, and I think it's a good decision.
And early on, that trust is already showing in his play, because for Neville, it's simple.
My personal goal also aligns with the team goal as well. Like, I just want to win as many games as possible as well. Because if the team wins, I win.
Neville and Sporting JAX will look to turn those defensive improvements into results as they continue in their inaugural season.
Well, there's no doubt he has had the game running through his blood since he was born. He's made some huge plays already for Sporting JAX. Emerson, thanks so much. After tonight, the men aren't back home until May 27th when San Antonio FC comes to Hodges Stadium. It's a 7:30 kickoff. The game will be nationally broadcast on CBS Sports Network and heard nationally on Sirius XM. Tickets available by calling 904-863-KICK or by visiting sportingjax.com. Coming up, he's just 16 years old, but now he'll be training with the pros. What local soccer star Ethan Underwood is saying about signing an academy contract with Sporting JAX. That's next as the Sporting JAX report continues. Hey, with the playoffs coming up for Sporting JAX on the women's side, you'll want to rep your team. Get your very own Sporting JAX official gear by going to our official fan shop, sportingjax.com/shop, or use the QR code on your screen to get suited up today. And it is time now for the ViStar Youth Soccer Spotlight. Emerson is back here. And Emerson, really an exciting story about a young local star getting an amazing chance as part of the pathway to the pros.
Yes, a major step for a local teenager. Sporting JAX has officially signed 16-year-old midfielder Ethan Underwood to an academy contract. For Underwood, the opportunity began with a call, followed by a meeting that turned years of development into a professional contract. The St. John's native now steps into a first-team environment built on experience and intensity, where he'll be challenged to grow quickly. Head coach Liam Fox says the club doesn't look at age when evaluating talent, believing if a player's good enough, they're ready for the moment. That mindset, paired with Underwood's versatility across multiple positions, made him a strong fit for the next level. Now the focus shifts from earning the chance to making the most of it.
Interesting process. I mean, I've never done anything like this, so really just the Coach Lebo, the academy director, called me. And he said, we'd like to have a meeting with you, and just sat down and with Mark Warburton, and they just explained to me the options and offered me a contract, and of course I was going to take it. It's a great experience. I mean, all the guys are it's a very intense level, and it's a very high level, and I'm very happy and just look forward to learning more and hopefully being able to be a part of the team and being able to make something out of it. Never experienced anything like it, so it's very new, and it's giving me something to work towards.
Underwood becomes the second academy signing for the men's side as Sporting JAX continues to build towards its long-term vision.
Great stuff, and I know he is very excited about this opportunity. And again, the great thing about these academy contracts, they can practice and even play with the first team and still maintain their college eligibility. It's a great program, and it's exciting to see a young local player get that chance. Emerson, thank you. For more on Sporting JAX in the world of soccer, join me every Tuesday night at 6 on 1010XL when I'm joined by the likes of Mark Warburton, Stacey Balaam, Liam Fox, and Sporting JAX players. The Sporting JAX Coaches Show, presented by Honda of the Avenues. Listen on air at 1010 a.m., online or on demand at 1010XL.com. And for behind-the-scenes conversations about Sporting JAX, join Emerson, Tony Allegretti, and me for the Sporting Pod. You can subscribe wherever you find your favorite podcasts. A new episode drops each week. Still to come, our latest winner of the Heart and Hustle Award. That's next as the Sporting JAX report rolls on. Remember, you can catch the Sporting JAX report every weekend on the stations of First Coast News. Next week, we air Sunday at noon. on NBC 12. Remember, you can also find us on demand on First Coast News Plus and the Sporting JAX YouTube channel. Now, time for our Community Spotlight presented by Honda of the Avenues. This week we are again honoring a local teacher who is the recipient of our Heart and Hustle Award. This is an award given to PE and health teachers who have been nominated by their principals. This week we are at Oak Hill Academy to celebrate specially designed PE teacher Peter Brunetta. His principal, Dr. Stephanie Smith, nominated Coach Peter for his exceptional energy, creativity, and heart, saying that he models sportsmanship in every class, teaching students how to work together, persevere through challenges, and celebrate each other's successes. We should all aspire to those goals. Congratulations to Coach Peter Brunetta, this week's Heart and Hustle Award winner. And if your child is excited about competitive soccer, register them now for the Sporting JAX Soccer Academy's competitive season. The registrations are up until May 1st. From U8 to U19, teams are forming now. Season runs August through May with the playoffs to follow. Go to sportingjaxacademy.com to register now. And a final reminder about today's doubleheader. The women face off against Lexington in a battle for the top of the table. That's followed by the men playing Miami FC in group stage play in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Both games can be seen on Channel 4, and tickets are available by calling 904-863-KICK or by going to sportingjax.com. Follow us on social media for all the very latest on all things for the men's team, the women's team, the academy, and everything else. We are on X, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And remember, the World Cup is approaching this summer as well. We are just 49 days away until the eyes of the world turn to the biggest sporting event on the globe here in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. We'll have more on the World Cup as we get closer. Thanks so much for watching the Sporting JAX Report. For Emerson Burris, I'm Cole Pepper. We'll see you next time.